bits of information that I want to get over. Usually I have to interrupt him a bit. We work it out, but I think I'll just get the main information over, because life is very hard to predict which exact slot we're in, for example, and will we be allowed in the studio? Can we both be in the studio? We think we can. We've got a long bit of cable, so we can be far apart, and probably it'll be all right. But we're also gradually getting more and more into social media, little clips of radio existing as YouTube or somewhere else. But in our case, mostly YouTube or possibly Twitter. WENOTNO, the We Not Know Twitter, and I'm Wheel789GB. So the main dates, which go through to October now, you might know, you don't have to write them down, but they will be repeated on the Twitter feed and here and there. But it'll give you an idea of what will happen, and probably with live radio most weeks as well. The drama show, I think, will stay pre-recorded. That's on a Thursday between 8 and 10, because the Phoenix isn't fully open. But the We Not Know show, probably on a Wednesday, between 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock, and the Wild show between 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock on a Thursday. So that's when the updates will be. And then the events, there's a conference called Urban Assemblage, which I'm going to send them in a bit of video about a temporary radio studio. And that's my basic idea, is that there could be a mobile, effectively a radio studio, and it's just based on the idea that the pandemic, the lockdown, is sort of coming to an end, or at least there's a lull in it, and here we are back in the studio, but we've still got the working at home approach is there as well, or at least people are just working out how much of that to keep. And you can just create sounds using a phone. You can maybe use a microphone or lighting and call it video, or there's various ways of going with it. But the Urban Assemblage conference, which is on the 28th and 30th of June, it started out as architecture, but I think they're interested in cities, or I'm not sure it has to be in a city, but that could work either way. Either what used to be in a city can be done anywhere, or else what can be done in the centre of a city doesn't need a lecture hall or a big library or whatever. So maybe it's the campus that can come back into the city. I don't know. I've got to make my mind up fairly soon what I say in the video, but I'm trying to find out what Urban Assemblage is, which is fair enough. I'm sure it'll become clear, and Exeter could be an example of it. And then in probably July, August, Outside the Box, which is open air performance. If you go for openairperformance.com, there's more about that, and I'm not sure what form that takes, but that's in July and August. And the museum at large will be the last weekend in October. That's the Royal Albert Memorial Museum is doing a weekend of art, and that's outside as well, I think, and possibly in the evenings as well. And the thing which hasn't been announced yet, but I assume is happening, is street performance, Exeter Street Arts Festival, which probably will be the August Bank Holiday Monday, I imagine. Last year they tried to do it and then had to cancel it at the last moment because there were too many people going to turn up, I think, is the reason. It couldn't be socially distanced, but I assume that will happen, or at least there will be busking, and something will happen during August, and especially that weekend. And there will be a Exeter Fringe Theatre between the 11th and 17th of October, and when John comes, he'll probably say my plays are a bit insubstantial or not completed, but I will be proposing some plays for the Exeter Theatre Fringe or Fringe Theatre Festival, and Downstage Right will do a repair job on your play for about £1, or they did last year. So that's another option. This most likely option, I'd think, that I will be experimenting with plays, especially on the drama hour on a Thursday between 8 and 10, and some of it will eventually get rescued.